Hi everyone, Dr. Ben here with Arkansas Osteopathic. Today we're going to talk about Achilles pain and how to manage it at home with a home exercise program. Obviously there are things you can do that you would receive here in this clinic as far as instrument assisted work, joint work, dry needling modalities, whether it's heat or ice, etc. But if you're going to try to manage this at home, this program is going to be what I would give my patients after their first visit. All right, so Achilles or heel cord pain, what we're talking about is a combination of three muscles: medial gastrocnemius, lateral gastrocnemius, and soleus, or more commonly known to refer to as your calf muscles. What those are, I'm just going to show you real quick on myself. If I flex my leg here, you can see lateral gastrocnemius, medial gastrocnemius. What you won't see is soleus because it lies deep, but it does come through here, and they all come together and they join and share the common tendon or Achilles tendon, which goes all the way down and attaches to your heel. So things that you're going to experience with heel pain, whether you've had it for a short time or a long time. Number one, typically pain is right here to here, so mid Achilles tendon to where the muscles are turning into tendon, or the musculotendinous junction. Where you'll also have issues is you're gonna start walking a little funny, which can lead to bad habits and which can cause breakdowns farther up the chains. I've said in other videos. What I mean is if you're babying it and you're walking on your toes, you're gonna cause issues. Or if you're walking kind of on your midfoot, you're gonna have issues, okay? Those issues being, you're going to decrease the amount of distance or the mobility of the soft tissues that we just spoke about, these three muscles, and the tendon as well, because you're not going through the full range of motion. You're also going to limit how mobile the joint is that allows the foot to come up and down, okay? All right, before we get into any strengthening type of exercise, you got to get the soft tissues mobile as well as the joints. So to get the soft tissue mobile, if you've got a foam roller, you can just let it sit down and roll your calf out, great. If you don't have one, don't worry about going to buy one if you've got a rolling pin. Now this is called the stick. You don't have to go buy the stick. This is essentially a very fancy rolling pin. And I tell patients to do this all the time. Essentially take the stick, put on the calves, roll them up and down, okay? I usually tell people to do 8 to 10 laps up and down. Is a lap. If you want to get real aggressive, move the foot up and down with it, okay? Next one, since it's a little bit harder sometimes to get the tendon with the stick, what you can do is essentially, you can do 2 thumbs, 2 fingers. I like to just grab it with my hand. I'm going to squeeze right at that tendon and move the foot up and down. Get a myofascial release with your own hand. Move up the width of your finger, your thumb. Again, about 8 laps at each spot. This is only going to work for the tendon portion of it. Whether you use the stick or a rolling pin or a foam roller for the muscle. So this exercise is to address that first joint, that TC joint I was talking about a second ago, and to help your ability to move the foot up and down, like so. It's also going to put a little bit of a stretch to the Achilles itself, and you'll see what I mean here when you try it. So it's important to be warmed up, have the soft tissues warmed up before you try this. How you do this exercise? I'll start about, you can start all the way against the wall. Today I'm going to start a few inches away, and you can always progress yourself. The key is to keep all 3 points of contact. So big toe, right before the pinky toe, and the heel all on the ground. Don't let the heel come up. You're trying to get your knee to the wall, okay? Just like so. If you can't get to the wall, get a little bit closer. I don't want a lot of pain with this, okay? Strong but comfortable kind of a pull. I perform 20 to 25 of these. This exercise is to get you ready to load these tissues. May feel some strain with this if it's a newer injury. And after this, I'm going to show you some progressions that you can try if you're beyond this point. Basically, seated heel, toe raises. Just like so, from the side. Say you're beyond the seated heel raises and toe raises. Next, obvious progression, standing, heel raises and toe raises. Okay. Next progression, single leg, heel raise and toe raise, okay? Another exercise I like to include with every injury, especially this one, and only do this one when you're ready. I wouldn't do this right out the gate, okay? Basically, it's called eccentric or negative, and it's a lengthening contraction, okay? So what you're gonna do, starting off, I would start with 2 legs to get you up there. This leg comes up and nice and slow on the way down. So if you're having a hard time controlling it, just count down from 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1, like so. And if you're beyond that, the progression, get a little stretch at the end on the step. So always help yourself up. Remove that. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go into a little bit below parallel to get that stretch. One more time. This exercise, I'm going to give you 2 different options on how to do it. Before we get into it, it's important to know why we're going to do one with the leg straight, the knee straight, and one with the knee bent. The first one, knee straight, everyone's seen this before. If you got a nice long belt like this, great. If not, you can do it standing on a step if you can tolerate that. I'm going to show you this. I think it's a little more comfortable. If you don't have a belt, beach towel, anything that you can reach, okay? Don't put it on the toes. Put it around the base of the toes here, right on the ball of your foot here, okay? Legs straight, pull it towards you. You're going to hold that so you get a strong, comfortable pull, nothing super painful. 30 seconds, 3 to 5 times. The reason legs straight is because the calves, or the gastrocnemiuses, medial and lateral, are 2 joint muscles. So they cross both sides of the knee, and they also blend in and cross the ankle at the Achilles. So to get a stretch, you got to take tension up in the knee by straightening the knee. Then you can take tension up in the ankle by pulling the foot towards you. Now, a different story with the soleus. Soleus is a 1 joint muscle. So if you're going to get a good, comfortable stretch on that, belt in the same place, but instead of legs straight, take the gastrocnemius medial and lateral out of the equation by keeping the knee bent, belt at the ball of the foot, pull up, okay? 30 seconds, 3 to 5 times as well.